Comprehensive Tobacco Control Action Plan for the Gambia from 2012 to 2015.
The health ministry official stated that the health costs associated with tobacco use dwarf the economic benefits derived from the tobacco trade, adding that the issue is a major concern that should be looked into. Momodu Gassama of the World Health Organization harped on the critical role the media plays in sensitizing the masses on the hazards associated with tobacco use. Gassama revealed that WHO has been working on a framework convention on tobacco control since 1988.
We are lucky that up to 2003, after 5 years of solid work, this framework convention became a reality. It was endorsed by the most powerful house of the World Health Organization, which is called the World Health Assembly, in 2003. And then obviously a lot of countries signed to it. And to date, as Yoro is saying, over nearly 170 countries are already party to this convention, meaning that they have ratified, including our own country, the Gambia. Somebody has already mentioned in 2007. Now, why are we interested in this tobacco?
The WHO official revealed that there are about 6 million tobacco-related deaths every year and added that a staggering number of 1.3 billion people around the world smoke cigarettes and that 80% of those smokers are in developing countries.
Those that feel that smoking in their absence or in their presence it doesn't harm them, they are making a costly mistake. The World Health Organization estimates that nearly 600,000 people die every year globally as a result of passive smoking, people who smoke passively because in the presence of smokers. So you can imagine everybody's business is in this thing. So whether you are an active smoker, whether you smoke, or whether you are a passive smoker, you are all at risk. Evidence has shown that one stick of cigarette contains over 4,000 different chemicals. 4,000, not 400. 4,000 different chemicals. Some of them are carcinogenic, meaning they can cause cancer.
Honorable Sidin Jai said government places a lot of premium on health of the citizenry. The nominated National Assembly member launched a broad appeal for help to curb tobacco use, especially in public places, citing the risks it poses on non-smokers.
Gambia, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, and all institutions and the Ministry of Health is very concerned for the health of its citizenry. As a result, in June 2007, government ratified the WHO Framework on Tobacco Convention without any reservation.
The law on smoking in public places has been passed and the police play a critical role in its implementation.
We in the police services have also even gone a step ahead by asking our colleagues to have a smoking area and to stop anybody who tries to smoke in public, because even passive smoking is more dangerous than even the smokers themselves.
The battle against tobacco use has been raging for decades. It is hoped that forums like this one will go a long way towards curbing the lethal and expensive habit that does not spare even those who do not choose to smoke. For GRTS News, I am Debusu.
Some local media houses have received a massive boost from the U.S. Embassy and the British High Commission in the form of iMac computers valued at over $25,000. The presentation comes at the end of a 10-day training in design techniques and layout and web management. Mohamed Jallo reports the training is expected to help improve standards.
7 layout designers from the country's main media houses completed this 2-week training on layout and web designing, sponsored by the United States Embassy in partnership with the British High Commission. At a brief ceremony at the Embassy Thursday, we also witnessed the presentation of iMac computers. The United States Ambassador to the Gambia, Pamela Ann White, hailed the capacity building training for journalists as important and crucial to the attainment of international standards.
It is important, I think, that the journalists here in the Gambia are up to international standards and try to keep the bar as high as we can make it. And all of us that read the newspapers, that want to make sure that the word is out in the Gambia, the truth is told, the journalism reporting is objective and truthful and reflects the reality in the country. An entire country benefits.
She also expressed the hope that the iMac computers will improve journalism in the Gambia. Kojo Isaiah, the trainer and media consultant, said the training covered wide areas on layout, newspaper arts and management skills.
We also try to input into them how to use time management. Because in the media, you have to know how to manage your time, and you also have to know how to be very fast when you're working. Because you have many informations to lay, and after you lay it, the editors have to come and go through them, so you don't have enough time. So within 1.5 hours, this creativity was able to be revealed.
The 2-week training will be followed up for 6 months to enable trainees fully comprehend the tools and expertise acquired. For the trainees, the knowledge gained will go a long way in improving standards and quality at their various newspapers.
I believe that before this training, we were somehow debutant. Our work was not that much, but with this, after our training and in 6 months follow-up, we'll definitely have a very good newspaper for the media outside and for the public.
I now realize that there are a lot of improvement to be done, and then with the 10 days training we have here, I think it will be very helpful for us because we have been introduced to the latest software which is CS 5.5 iMac, and then with that we can be able to elevate our work and then do more in our newspapers.
This training is one of series in recent weeks that has seen numerous media personnel trained on various aspects of journalism, which it is hoped will significantly improve quality and raise standards. Modu Jallo, GRTS.
You can follow that and other stories on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. We'll take our first break now. The news continues momentarily. Welcome back. Guinean opposition leader Sidia Touré says the date set for the legislative election in Guinea is unrealistic and not based on consensus. And the International Criminal Court has issued a warrant for the arrest of Sudan's defense minister for crimes against the civilian population in Darfur. Let's look at this roundup of news for more on these and other stories.
Arrest warrant against Sudan's defense minister for crimes against the civilian population in Darfur. Abdullahi Mohammed Hussein, who was Interior Minister from 2001 to 2005 and also Sudan's Special Representative for Darfur, is wanted for allegedly coordinating attacks against Darfur civilians. He faces counts of different types of crimes, including murder, rape, and pillaging. Guinean opposition leader Sidia Touré says the new date set for legislative elections is unrealistic and not based on a consensus. Guinea's Electoral Commission just announced that elections, which had been delayed for months, will take place on July 8th. The opposition says the new date does not take into consideration conditions necessary for a transparent vote. The European Union has warned that without democratic elections, it will withhold aid to Guinea. The Islamist group Boko Haram is suspected of using explosives to burn down a state-run primary school in the northeastern Nigerian city of Maiduguri on Tuesday. No casualties were reported as the attack took place 2 hours before classes were due to start. This is the fourth attack against a school in a week. Boko Haram had said it was behind the 3 previous attacks.
Mexican authorities are deepening their efforts against drug cartels who hold sway in huge parts of the country. More than 45,000 people have been killed in drug-related violence since the Mexican president deployed soldiers to hotspots to stop the spread of drugs. We have details on how Latin American leaders are trying to create an international front against drug trafficking in this report.
Mexican police are cracking down on feared drug cartels responsible for beheadings, kidnappings and mass killings. The leader of the Mano con Ojos was one of the gang leaders captured by police Thursday. According to a number of recent reports, drug-related violence is increasing in Latin America, causing a threat to democracy. 45,000 Mexicans have been killed in drug-related violence over the past 5 years.
In the face of transnational organized crime, we must create an international front where societies and governments are not faced